This is your girl Queen Dee Dee. I'm checking back in with you again. I just ran across this video. Yeah, this time nobody sent it to me. This ended up in my timeline. Listen, this video, as you can see, it's a 7 Kevin Samuels react to Steve Harvey's dating advice. The greatest didn't sugarcoat his words. This coming from Truth Reactors, name of the channel. I want to see what both of them had to say. I want to see really what they talking about. That's why I'm sitting slap dab in the middle. Because there got to be somebody in the middle of this that need to referee. Nice to meet y'all. Let's get into this 16-minute video. This person have 4.9 thousand subscribers. They got 2,400 likes, and it was viewed 98,000 times, and this video was posted 10 days ago. It got 504 comments. Didn't get into any of that, as you can see. I normally don't. I want to see what this conversation was about and who's bringing Kevin back up. I mean, and then you got Steve Harvey, of course. Hey, another Capricorn. Hey, y'all. I think Steve Harvey's birthday, what, January 15, 16, 17, something like that. Your girl is the 18th. I'm a Capricorn just with him. Hey, Steve. Hey, Cap. Let's see what we got going on right here today. This is a 16-minute video. I'm going to give you 2 minutes of my time on this video. Y'all know how I do it. Chatterbox, I'm not having it today.
Yo, and in this one, Kevin is reacting to Steve Harvey giving dating advice. Let's get into it.
Shotzi.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Shotzi.
The dating game in Atlanta sucks. Amen. And so what I've come to figure out is that I feel like men are putting women on layaway. You know how you go to the store, you see something you like, you don't want nobody else to get it, but you don't want to lose it, so you put it on layaway. You do the minimum, you make your minimum payment so they don't put it back. So that's the same thing that guys do. They show a little bit of attention just to keep you entertained, keep you hanging on.
Okay.
And then they get to that point where it's like, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and pay the layaway out. Or it's like, you know what, I did see something else. I'm going to go ahead and put the layaway back. So
First of all, in today's dating and mating market, we know it's far more likely that women are breaking up from their marriages and their relationships. Women are the one leaving their relationships when they see something a little bit more that they like. The grass is greener on the other side. They're leaving men for just the hope of finding somebody else. How many women have called into my channel talking about they want to leave their husbands, and they're every bit of 5'4", 200 pounds.
Damn.
But they think because they got a degree that entitles them to being able to just leave and going to get somebody else. So men aren't leaving like that. But that's the theory. That's the story. And here's the problem with brother Steve. Steve, I don't have a problem with the show. Do what you do. But Steve and the guys like Steve don't offer any pushback or telling of the rest of the story.
my question is, why does it seem like guys are not happy with what they have and they always feel like they're looking for the next best thing?
Well, let me say this. We can't put you on layaway unless you let us put you on layaway.
That's true.
If a man is allowed, now I'm going to use your words now. If a man is allowed to put down a minimum payment, you tell what you said. You let a man put down a minimum payment, and now you on hold. Then he come back and decide he don't want you no more and got to put you back. Ladies, you have got to empower yourself.
I can't help it, man. Every time I look at Steve now, I can't help but remember when Cat Williams called him Mr. Potato Head.
No problem with what he said to this point. You allow a man to put you on hold for a minimum payment. No problem with that. Ladies, you have to empower yourself. No real problem with that. However, there has not been a clarifying question. He just accepted it as reality. This woman ain't an 8, 9, or 10. She's in Atlanta, the most competitive market in the country for black women to find a black man. She's average looking. She's not 21. Somebody remember how old she is? I didn't catch it. But these things matter. So Steve, hey, he's got a show to run. He's got books to sell. And I'm all for it. Because, like it or not, gentlemen, the women put their money where their mouth is.
What are we talking about here?
Now, on top of that, okay, so I got an example. There was a guy that I was dating. Everything was nice and good for a good couple of months. I went out of town for work for a couple of weeks, and he just kind of disappeared. Don't know what happened. Just...
These strong, intelligent, educated women just never seem to know what happened when a relationship ends. How many times have we heard that over here? And Steve, he blinked, but he didn't go there. Now, I can't tell if this woman has on contacts, but it kind of looks like she does. You know, them colored contacts. Her eyes ain't, anyway.
Like, I felt like I had to do all the communicating, like, just to keep him, like, it was just because I was out of town, and it was like, what's really
I'm not understanding what this got to do with layaway. You went from layaway to a damn pawn shop.
But I feel like that might have been the layaway. Like, how did that we can tell, like, when a guy is serious? Because...
Listen to me. This is Uncle Steve talking to you now.
Come on.
How can we tell when a guy is serious? This is why. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question. If this woman went to college... I'm assuming, like a lot of black women, she did. It is my opinion that many women, many sisters like her have already found their man. He was their high school sweetheart, their college boyfriend, and they left him. They dumped him, they blew it. And now they're out here on the open dating market, late 20s, early 30s, 40s, trying to figure out how to win when you already won. You just didn't know it. Now Steve wants to be Uncle Steve and talk to her and tell her. Let's see what he talks to her and tells her.
Stop. You have the power. Why do you not understand what you have? What is it that has happened in society that has women thinking all of a sudden that they're not the prize anymore?
It's called feminism, Me Too. It's called you wanted equality, you got it. You have an open, deregulated sexual marketplace. You don't want to be under any man's control, tutelage, or whatever. So the market decides what it decides. You can empower yourself all you want to. You can say you are the prize, but where Steve is about to go is the reason so many women think the grass is greener on the other side. Ladies, understand something. Do me a favor. Look forward. I need you to look down about 2 feet. That's called a vajayjay. It comes standard on all female models. There is not a model that comes off the factory lot that does not have one. It comes standard. It's not special. Oh, it's not special. Not these days. It used to be when it only had one driver. When you could verify the previous owner through father, whoever. When not many people had taken it for a test drive. But if it's become a rental or a buy here, pay here lot, I'm sorry, you cannot demand premium, especially for a 10-year used vehicle. Okay?
Why What has happened? What trick have we played on you that's got you not realizing that this thing you sitting on changes empires?
Man, we didn't play any tricks on them. They tricked themselves into believing it was more valuable than it is.
The first thing he went to do is speak to your ego. Not since Helen of Troy has a woman's changed an empire. And even that was hyperbole.
Thank you.
There's 7 billion people on the planet. Ladies, 1/3 of women 50 years ago had to work. 1/3 of mothers with children under 18 had to work 50 years ago. None of those women with the standard was changing empire. They was changing diapers. But they weren't changing, they weren't doing it with empire. But this is what he goes to tell these women to make them feel okay about where they are, and herein lies the problem. I'm gonna let the rest run, and I'm gonna come in at the end.
You know, look, let me tell you, I talk to my wife's girls program, and I talk to the young girls, and I try to help them sometimes. And I use hunting as an analogy. If you want to go fishing, those of you who fish, you go get a fishing license. I don't know what it is now, but the last time I bought a fishing license, it was $7.50. You can fish all year, catch all the fish you want. If you want to go rabbit hunting, a rabbit hunting license is about $75 for the year. Ain't no limit on rabbits. You can bag all the rabbits you want. Now, if you want to go deer hunting is different. A license to deer hunt is a couple $100. And you can only tag one deer, and it has to be a buck. But in Africa, if you want to go hunting in Africa, if you want to hunt one of the big five, an elephant, a lion, a leopard, a rhino, or a Cape buffalo, that license is $50,000.
Woo, in Africa. He knew he hit a touchstone with that word. And $50,000. Yeah, this is fair use from Facebook. I'm probably going to remove this segment anyway, but I needed you guys to understand where this is coming from.
How much it costs. If you want to kill chickens, you don't even need license. You just go out there and start slaughtering chickens. You can fry their ass. You can do whatever you want to do. You have a choice of what you're going to be.
I know I'm wrong for that.
Attention. He's telling the women they have a choice of what they want to be. This is an outright lie. You don't.
Be a chicken, a fish, or you can be a lion, a Cape buffalo. You can have value. The value that you put on yourself is what we pay for the license. We the hunter, it's all day. That's all I am. I'm a hunter. Men hunt. You get to decide what you are. Stop allowing men to do it their way. The only reason we do it our way is because we've been allowed to. Y'all fine. Quit letting these men. All you gotta do is tell them up front, excuse me, can't let, I'm big five. Can't lay me wait, I'm sorry, I'm big five. Well, I'll go get something else. Well, cool, but you won't get one of the big five, though. You go get all the chickens you want.
Man, and right here, Kevin's sound went out, so I'm gonna cut to when he came back. But Steve is funny. He is gassing these women's heads up. Talking about I'm the big five. No, brother, you the big potato head.
Steve is not telling you is men control access to relationships. Women only control access to sex. Notice that's all he gave you was your standard for JJ. And with that, you're supposed to become an elephant? A $50,000 prize? Sorry. Bottom line is this. I was given the rabbit and the the rabbit thing. You can feel like you're you can be a rabbit and feel like you're a lion, and that works as long as you're in a rabbit hole. When you go out into the world, even a small mid-sized dog will look at you, and if you think you are a lion, that rabbit, that mid-sized dog is gonna have you for lunch. It doesn't work in the real world. Steve is right to tell you ladies, yes, you need to value yourselves. Yes, you need to empower yourselves. Yes, you need to have a standard, but it all has a limit on it. You cannot decide your value, ladies. The market does, and the market is men. You can put $50,000 on yourself and think you are a big game, but men control access to relationship. You only control access to sex. And that's what Steve left you with, telling you that your sex, your vajayjay, could get you the highest prize. No, it comes standard. And that's what he's doing with so many women, letting average women think that they are above average and the grass is greener on the other side, that you can just set your price and the market is going to pay it. Know this. Guys like Steve Harvey know fully well how we got here. Sexual revolution. It's an open market. And you have far too many women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who in times past would have been out there, already married somebody's mother and gone, but still not out here trying to date. That woman said, you know, being put on layaway, and then she was dating and going out of here. Why didn't he ask her, where's your dad at? Why didn't ask, why ain't you already married? Why is it taking so long? I mean, she's not a horrible looking woman. She's average looking, normal. Why? Because so many women like her. Honestly, when you listen to them, they have already met their guy. They just threw him away. They broke up with him. They dumped him. Broke up with him. They dumped him.
And that's Kevin's whole point to this video. Many women had their guy early on. But right now he takes a break and plays the music, so I didn't want to play all that. But he tells a hell of a story about how many women had their guys early and then they lost. All right, you guys, we got another case.
I don't know if I was more lost in this whole debacle of a conversation. I don't know if I was confused, or I don't know if this was just an outright bogus conversation. I got so lost in the video. Did anybody catch me dozing off? I was honestly, I was more, I'm a chatterbox. How did I get that boarded? I got totally boarded. Lord help me. I got totally boarded in this conversation. The most fun I had in the conversation was listening to Steve. All this potato head joke and stuff like that. When we're talking about serious conversations, it bored me. It was a disgrace. I'm gonna play some of this because I got to find something that's a little bit more challenging. This right here was so uninteresting and so unchallenging. I mean, is this the woman that you decided to record on? I mean, she gave us nothing, just like they gave us nothing back. I could relate more with Steve, not just because it seemed. Let me just go through it, because y'all know how I do. This video is 16 minutes. I'm gonna give him 2 minutes of my time. Y'all know me with my 2 and 3 minutes. I ain't giving no more than that. Okay, y'all. Hey, if I give more than that, send me a comment.
Video, and in this,
I definitely don't want to hear him. He's whoever this person is. I'm not being disrespectful, but when you're talking about certain subjects and conversations, I mean, come on, dude. You notice that everybody that's at the round table, hey, you notice how we're all clean cut? You notice how it's not a joke? You notice how we came to the gunfight dressed right? I would have preferred for him to come to this fight dressed appropriately, or at least ready to talk right. I see he got 100,000 subscribers, yeah, because he used certain names. But his commentary, it didn't do it for me. It actually bored me, and I really wanted to fast through it, but I didn't because I know you guys are watching too.
Kevin is reacting
To get it, but you don't want to lose it, so you put it on. to get it, but you don't want to lose it, so you put it on layaway.
The first thing about her, you took the mic and you stood up, and this what you gave us back. I'm going to deal with you at another time. You didn't help us, lady. You hurt us. You basically went in a direction that men are going in when they're downgrading and disrespecting us. You opened the door for them to beat us to a pulp. This is why I'm noticing people like Kevin Samuels. If you haven't noticed, I'm sure this was not the first comment that Steve had to take, or the first question. Why did we record her? And if you notice, she's also black. You don't see Becky with the good hair right there? Why did we come to a black woman that would stand up and use an analogy as a layaway? That's hurtful. You just hurt us even more. I'm going to deal with you on the other channel.
You do the minimum.
You're doing the minimum right now because you're hurting us at the maximum. I want to fast forward through her because this minimum isn't helping us.
That point where it's like, you know what?
They want to leave their husbands, and they're every bit of 5'4", 200 pounds.
I have a problem with that statement that he said, and I'm going to back this up.
First of all, in today's dating and mating market, we know it's far more likely that women are breaking up from their marriages and their relationships.
I want to know, where did he get that from and he's not married? I want to know, where did those statistics come from that women are leaving their mates far more than men? If women are leaving their mates far more than men, I didn't hear him explain why. I didn't hear him explain that, being that you have a black woman there, I'm going to go ahead and use us. I mean, because we're the main ones for you to hone in on. I don't know why us black women aren't million and billionaires, because we get so much attention. Hey, it'd be negative, but you have heard that saying, some publicity don't make it all bad publicity. Because they going to beat me up. Oh, trust me, y'all. They coming for me. I'm ready. That's when you're ready. I'm ready for them. Blessed, highly favored, can't touch me. How did he come up with that analogy? Women are leaving their husbands far more than men leave. Have he considered that women, especially us black women, have actually been in more abusive, physical, emotional abuse than the other races? Have he not spoken on how women have lasted longer in the relationships by dealing with a knucklehead mate? I wonder why he didn't hit on that. I mean, he got his hands all up in the air like he a C for cheater. He got the L all up. Right here, see the L? This a losing statement. He have not hit on the fact that we have been in these relationships for so long until we actually get backed so far up against the wall until we have no choice but to leave. I want you men to stop saying that black women are leaving their homes like the busload and the truckload because we think that there's someone out there better. Why would we leave our house on a thought? We don't have a reason to just leave our homes on a thought. Have you guys not understood that a lot of the black women, we're just getting equality now? We're really just coming up with a voice where we're trying to fight back from this mistreatment. What made you assume that we're leaving our mates because we think there's someone out there that's better? Because we think we can get someone else. Where did this come from other than it being falsely reported news? Where are the interviews to show that these black women, us black women, we have left our mates because we thought it was someone better out there? Why didn't we just leave our mates? Because our mates was not fitting the shoes anymore. Our mates was not respecting us anymore. Matter of fact, our mates was not playing a family role anymore. If I have to be in a house with a mate and I'm still the one wearing all the pants and taking care of this mate of a child, why do I need to stay there? Because like y'all say, no man, a piece of man is better than no man. Is that why you're looking for us black women to stay? Where did this come from? I'm so confused. I totally disagree with what he's saying. But let's listen to what he's about to say yet again.
Women are the one leaving their relationships when they see something a little bit more that they like.
What do you mean when we see something a little bit more than what we like? It's the men that run out there to get these little girls, to get these women that they think is better on the other side. And then what they try to do, they try to have this other woman that they have left you for. And then what they do is they come back to those mates that they left and expect us to be your side piece. They expect us to become the side woman now. Now we get to sit on the side and see everything that you've done to us when you was cheating on us. Now we've learned your strategy. Where did you get this from? Now he got his hand in the O. Look at this. He got his hand in the O. Now you know why? Because it's overt. He's not telling the truth. He led a flock of men that were submissive. Like this one that's reporting on the story, submissive. Don't really understand what he's saying. Trust me. Interview me. Interview me. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Uncle Tom Tim. I understand what you're saying, cheese eating ass Billy Goat. They ain't nothing but fish. They flip and they flop. And then they come to social media and bash us as black women and make us look bad. And then you got somebody like Steve Harvey, whether he's sugarcoating it or not, he's trying not to be so harsh because he's a real man that respects women. Yes, he need to be a little bit more direct, but the way some men have been beating us to a pulp, that's not respect. Steve got a mama. Steve got a wife. Steve has daughters. He don't need to come on social media and flex his muscles.
Grass is greener on the other side.
Who said the grass was greener on the other side when it's dark brown in my house? I need to go to the other side if I'm living in a bunch of mulch and it should be grass. Yes, I will go to the other side in those cases. When the woman is fed up, there's nothing you can do about it. That doesn't mean we're running to another man. Where did this stuff come from? Where did it come from? Views, likes, comments, subscribers? That's where it's coming from. Because I wonder, did his mama leave to go to another man because she thought it was green grass on the other side?
They're leaving men for just the hope of finding somebody.
Why would we leave on a hope? You must think we're weak women. We're not weak women. We have become strong women. That's why we got men like you out there trying to voice an opinion, because we aren't those submissive women that you think we are. We aren't those women that you think love a man that cheat. Something is wrong.
How many women have called into my channel talking about they want to leave their husbands?
Did you find out why they wanted to leave their husbands? And I'm noticing the women that you have calling in on your channel are the women that you can manipulate, the women that you can intimidate, the women that you can snatch their tongue out their throat. And then the minute they look like they're getting a little voice when they speak to you, you disconnect the call. Challenge. You don't want to get a woman that will challenge you. Oh, she's mouthy. That's why she can't get a man. That's why she can't do this. That's why she can't do that. So the women that you allow on your channel are the women that you want to come on there passive. The women that you want to come on there that don't know how to speak properly. The women that come on your show, they don't know how to say what they need to say. The women that come on your show, they don't know how to say, I've been abused by my man, and this is why I'm leaving. They go to get the tongue twisted and tongue tied and thinking they're going to be cute and stuff like that. And you've already manipulated them before you even took the call. Have me on there. Somebody's still posting his videos and stuff. I'm here. I was feeling a little down this morning because I said, you know what? It's so many Corey Holcomb, straight, just dogging women. I said to myself, I don't know if I'm ready for the challenge. And then the inner side of me said, what challenge? These men don't challenge me. I'm 6'2". What you gonna do? The right women know how to follow me, and the men too. They don't know me yet, baby, but y'all gonna get to know me. At the end of the day, it's baloney. The women that are on these particular channels, the women that they are beating up and degrading, it's either a woman that have no self-confidence, no self-esteem, and really don't really have anything going for herself, and already probably lived in the thought world, the stripper world, all kind of other different worlds to where they don't care about relationships, they don't care about marriage, they don't care about commitment, they don't care about children. So you can throw them up in the air and toss them around. But then the other women I noticed, O'Shea Jackson, the women that they throw on their channels, they want to throw people on the channels like Serena Williams and, you know, La and different little women like that. But I noticed they know that those are far stretches for them. Those aren't women that even care about them. So it's okay to bash and beat those type of women up. There's two type of women they put on their shows. The strong women that can never get back to them, because they don't care. They don't even know who they are. Probably never know them. And then the weak, impulsive, passive women. And the way, if you notice, if you look at one of O'Shea Jackson videos, what he said was, oh no, you know, Kevin Samuels did it, you know, because he was, I don't have time to interview. Yeah, you don't have time because you couldn't stand a chance in the seat, because I'm going to put you in the hot seat. I'm going to make you not air your own video when you get through with me. This is straight baloney. Let's keep going.
And every bit of 5'4", 200 pounds.
So 5'4", 200 pounds. You don't think a man want her? I mean, the guy O'Shea and Corey Holcomb, they made statements. Oh, if you over 50 years old, nobody wants you. Hey, 50 boo boo. Hey, y'all. Boom, 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 boom. I'm there. What now? You don't think I can get none of y'all? The problem ain't me getting you. The problem is you trying to keep me, because I'm gonna have you on your toes, baby. But a woman like me, I'm too challenging. I'm too revealing. You can say what you want to say, too exotic for you. Too much. She's too much. She want to wear the pants. I already wear the pants, baby. I can wear more than you. I wear the pants, skirts, skirt, dresses, shawls. Hey, take off your britches. Give them to me. You guys want a submissive woman. We'll talk about that another time.
Damn.
But they think because they got a degree that entitles them to being able to just leave.
What the hell does a degree got to do with leaving? Think of this y'all greatest. This man is the greatest that you all are listening to. What does a degree got to do with being entitled to leave? What about the way I've been treated entitles me to leave? What about the love not there entitled me to leave? What about, goddamn it, because I said I'm leaving, entitled me to leave it? Because when a man want to pack them sorry, slow, low, laying line britches up and he leave, we don't have a problem with him leaving. And he just left a housewife that's been taking care of kids all their life, so she didn't have a job. But now he running over there to Susie, Becky, and Mary. What do you mean a degree? It seems like it's the other way around. We got Cam Newton. It's okay for Cam Newton to spiral out of control with his sperm. He can have all the babies he want because he got money. Even though he's in nobody's house. He's not in the home to make sure that those kids are taken care of. Because if he want to do it like that, damn it, get a whole house and put all of them in there. You got enough money to build you a 40 bedroom home, don't you? Separate it in sections, but all your kids are coming to the same house. Do it like the white man do on Sister Wives. At least he got all his wives together. You ain't got to marry them, but your children are under one roof. Y'all want to impress me? Y'all want to defend Cam Newton? And then you got this one right here want to say, oh, because a woman got a degree, she 5'4" and she weigh this amount of pounds, she ain't gonna get nobody. Where did this come from? Where did this stuttering staller come from? I hate tongue twisted twanglers. Let's keep watching.
To get somebody else.
And she should get her somebody else. Because if she have a trap like yours and a trap like the ones and a trap like the other ones over there, she should have been gone. Suit. She should have been left. She should have been left. I want to know, why is it that I get to look at some of these channels? Why don't they show their relationships? Why didn't we get to see none of his relationships? At least Steve show his marriage. At least Steve got himself out there where he can be critiqued. You can call him Mr. Potato Head if you want to, hiding behind the voice. At least Steve put his marriage out there, his relationship out there to be judged. And that don't mean he wanted judged, but it's out there. Why do all of these men that's hide behind their mics, their suits, their glasses, and their ties, why don't they have a relationship for us to critique? I want to see O'Shea Jackson put his relationship out there. What country is he from anyway? Because he don't even put those women out there. Where's Kevin Samuel's women at? Why have none of them rose to the cake, to the occasion? Did he pay them good? I'm going to pay you to keep your mouth closed. Don't go there. Why do we have all of this where you're easily to judge other people, but we can't judge you? Let's keep going.
Men aren't leaving like that.
Men aren't leaving like that. You has to be... I'm not even going to comment on that.
That's the theory. That's the story. And I want...
That's not the story. That's your lie. That's your L-I-E. Keep it going.
Here's the problem with Brother Steve. Steve, I don't have a problem with...
Brother Steve ain't got no problem. You just a male chauvinistic pig, and you got a bunch of submissive cats running behind you and going along with anything that you have to say. That's what it is. Steve put himself out there to be vulnerable. Steve put himself out there to show that in order for a marriage to work, both of us need to become submissive, not just one. That's what you need to agree or disagree on. I don't see anywhere where I could judge your relationship. But I notice you got a flock of men that run behind you, submissive cats. That's all you got running. They all in heat. But what I want to know is, I want to see one of them submissive cats live without this cutie cat. Where you going to run? Transgender? He ain't got a cat. He got a hole. But she's still acting, whoever the transgender is, they still acting feminine. It leads down to the woman's road, don't it?
Do what you do.
Move it on.
Every time I look at Steve now,
Move it on.
This.
What are we talking about here?
Now, on top of
We
that,
actually aren't talking about anything, because I don't even like the layaway example that this young lady used. It doesn't make sense. She opened up the door as soon as she said that the same way my ears and earrings went to jingling. A person that's a mind person did the same thing. Go back and look at the beginning of the video. I'm like this. She set herself up to go down this road. She set herself up and she made all of us look bad. That's why her comment, her standing her happy ass up, her getting up there with the mic, that's why this particular video was aired with her. Because Kevin Samuels already knew. You notice there's nobody else in the audience he felt that he could have had this video about. I'm sure there was Becky's. I'm sure there was Samantha's. I'm sure there was Sister Mary's. But what he decided to do was go to Bonquita and them. Hey, he said it in the other video, the 55-second video. Go back and watch it. Men don't win off facts. They went off optics and emotions. Men soft skills.
Something about you.
I can't tell if this woman has on contacts, but it kind of looks like she does.
Why does it matter if she have on contacts or not? What your job is to just answer the question. Her contacts don't matter. Her age may matter, yes or no, but she old enough to know the game and young enough to play it. So her age shouldn't matter. Her hair root shouldn't matter. Them teeth shouldn't matter. The gum shouldn't matter. Her hairline shouldn't matter. Her contacts shouldn't matter. Her shirt shouldn't matter. Her necklace should. Can I keep going? None of that matters right now, Kevin. The only thing that matters right now is Kevin Samuels react to Steve Harvey's dating advice. Kevin did a sugarcoat. He didn't sugarcoat his words. I didn't understand none of his words. If you ask me, they sound like they were slurring.
Color contacts, her eyes ain't, anyway.
Like, I felt like I had to do all the communicating. Like,
I feel like you need to get off the stage because you're embarrassing. Anytime Kevin put his tie together, he's about to say something, and a lot of times I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. Why? Because it doesn't equate. 2 plus 2 it's not making 4. Let's listen.
This is why. Now, I want you to ask yourself a question. If this woman went to college, I'm assuming like a lot of black women she did. It is my opinion that many women, many sisters like her have already found their man.
That's definitely an opinion. Because when I look at a lot of relationships, let's even talk about like Shaquille O'Neal, Michael Jordan, them. A lot of their relationships came from college. So when I look at this, when I even listen to this statement, it's not just a woman that's choosing on a relationship while in college and thinking that they found the one. It's the average relationship go along with their either high school or their college sweetheart. So I really don't want to hear the rest of that. You guys rewind it and you listen to it another way.
And tell her. Let's see what he talks to her and tells her.
Stop. You have the power. What?
Boom, ladies. How many times I got to tell y'all, y'all got the power. We got the power to run a lot of stuff. I said it in all my videos. We got the power. But what I'm noticing is women got to hear it from a man. They can't hear it from another like-minded one. We got the power. There's 3 things we control. Our mind, mouth, and the cootie cat. You got the power. I don't care what they say. You got the power if you know how to use it. Let enough of you shut it down and see where they run at. What they gonna run the heat? Or they gonna run the him? Or they gonna run the shim? You got the power. I don't really even need to finish this video. We got the power. We got the power to control a lot of stuff. But you got to know how to use it. I don't give a damn about a man in manipulation and mastering it. I don't give a damn about their optics and emotions. You got the power because you got this right here. Don't forget who raised these men. And if you look on the stage to any of these men, I guarantee you they love their mom. Where they went astray, I don't know. They love their mom too much probably. Mom spoiled them, mama's boy. So that way, when you go through stuff like that, then you think you could go to mistreating other women because you are mama's boy. Y'all got the power. You got the power to control so many things. If a man flocked to his mama because he loved her, where do you think he's learning from? A woman's flocked to the man, which is their dad. Why didn't you understand your daddy? I was raised by all men, a daddy and brothers, good-looking men. I didn't have those type of problems. If a woman flocked to her daddy, I don't care if the daddy was mistreating the mama or not. Why didn't you learn how a man act? And as a daughter, most daughters run their daddy. Why didn't you learn? How did you used to manipulate your daddy? How did you get your daddy? Daddy, I want this, but mommy told me no. How did you get your daddy to do what you wanted? You know how to manipulate and maneuver your daddy, but you let a man come in your life and manipulate you? I'm confused. Because if the man flocked to the mama, that mean the mama, like I told y'all, she taught you your soft skills. Kevin Samuel said it. They suck. Why? Because they didn't listen to their mama. Let's keep watching.
Do you not understand what you have?
They don't understand what they have. That's why she stood up here with her ass talking about a layaway. That's not the conversation you hold with two men that are mental. When I say mental, they're here. They're looking at, they're critiquing you on every movement you make. They're critiquing you on your hair. They're critiquing you on your teeth. I don't give a damn if they teeth raggedy. They still got something to say about yours. That's what they do. They throw a rock and then they hide their hand or they hide behind it. That's why a man decide whether or not you in a relationship. Since when? Women, we got the power. We got the power to control it all. You got 3 things in your possession. They free. You got a free mind, a free mouth, and a free cootie cat.
What is it that has happened in society that has women thinking all of a sudden that they're not the prize anymore?
What they did, Steve, was they started calling themselves falling in love with the wrong men. They started calling themselves being mentally abused by the wrong men. They started finding themselves being emotionally abused by the wrong men. And a lot of them had daddy issues. When you got a daddy issue, you turn out that way. See, I didn't have a daddy issue. I had mama issues. When you have daddy issues, you have a lot of women did not have, if they had a daddy in their life, their daddy wasn't present. And then they watch their mama listen and deal with this bad behavior from the dad. That's where it came from. Now they so programmed and conditioned to accept anything that a man throw at them because they hate to be alone. They hate to be by themselves. They hate to think that they can't do it. Oh, I can't raise my kids. But what you need to look at is this. Back in the day when grandma and Paw was together, you need to see how long Paw was home. They weren't. They were homonging. They were working. They were taking care of multiple family. They were bringing in extra babies. That's where they got it from. And then you take a strong, powerful woman like me who's not going to settle for it. Then you got the black men like Kevin Samuels and the Corey Holcombs and the O'Shea Jackson that come in. They take a strong woman like me, like they did this doctor who interviewed Cam Newton, and they break her down. How did they break her down? Because all of them had to come together, because women ain't going to come together like that. They ain't gonna come together like that, because the secret weapon they got to keep giving it up. They got to be screwed. They got to have some of that. They don't care about finding themselves. They don't care about having a voice. You know why? Because a piece of man is better than no man. Shame on y'all.
It's called feminism. Me Too. It's called you wanted equality, you got it. You have an open, deregulated sexual marketplace.
What it's actually called, Kevin, is this. It's called that a black woman / woman, if you want to throw Becky's in there. We have all these different resources. But because women are allowing men to manipulate them, they're not utilizing the resources and the strengths that they have. That's what the problem is. The problem isn't what you're trying to insinuate, and I'm not going to let you finish that. Y'all rewind the video if you want to hear him again. It's my time. We have so many resources. We have so many other women that we can reach out to gain that strength, that momentum. that can help ease some of that emotional pain. We have so many, honestly, I don't even really see groups like that. I don't see where women trying to come together. Like I look at all these men clubs. Y'all get together, y'all join together, and then y'all a hammer on one woman like that, beat her to a pulp, to where she probably can't even have kids no more. She done dried up her eggs because y'all done embarrassed her so bad. But these the same men that don't mind running back up in the hole though. No matter how beat up she is, y'all still run back to her. She still got your ussy whooped. Live without her. I bet you can't live without us. Even if you run to a man, you still can't live without us, because that same transgender that you run into, guess what? They trying to be like me. They still need my strut. They still need my feminism. They still need my twang to it. Hey. Women, y'all got the power. You have the power. You got the power to control everything. You got the power to make these men respect you. You got the power to stop being silly up here. It's called silly dillies. You got the power. You don't have to stay in a relationship where the man is not being monogamous. You got the power to not be in a relationship when a man do not know how to spend time with you. This is not back in the day anymore. Black women, we are so far beyond and past. We so in the back of the woods when it comes to this thing right here, until it's embarrassing. A man put on a comment on my page. He said, y'all better not listen to this woman. She 50 years old and her husband left her after 30 years. Black man said it. Boy, you don't believe that. Y'all called you a boy. Someone play on Tarzan next to girl, but you a boy. If you really believe that I can't keep a man, or my husband left me, it was my choice because I needed my space. It wasn't my choice because I needed to run to another man. And hey, Kevin, I'm not 5'4", I'm 6'2". And I do weigh 204 pounds. Matter of fact, I weigh 205 pounds. And I love my heels with it. But guess what? I'm not for everybody, just like everybody isn't for me. Everybody is an acquired taste for somebody or another. But stop trying to sneak through my back door. Corey Holcomb, oh, women over 50 years old, nobody wants you. You sure you won't hit this? Stop throwing stuff out there to make yourselves look good in front of other men, knowing good and well you the ones that be begging for the ussy. You're so ussy whipped so bad you don't know how to stop calling your phone, calling this woman phone. Kevin got his hands together. What he praying about now? I better back this one right here up. Let me back. Look, he talking. Look at this, y'all. Look at it. He got his hands all in the air. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this. He's still talking. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just bringing y'all some. Oh, he about to talk now because he done closed his eyes and prayed. And Steve throwing them signs up. Boy, you better make sure the right Q dog don't get you.
All of a sudden, that they're not the prize anymore.
That's right.
It's called feminism. Me Too. It's called you wanted equality, you got it. You have an open, deregulated sexual marketplace. You don't want to be under any man's control, tutelage, or whatever.
But why do we need to be under any man's control or tutelage? Why do we need to be under anything? You didn't like it when the white man had you under something. You didn't like it when the white man had you enslaved. You didn't like it when the white man had you on shackles. You didn't like it when the white man put the noose around your neck. You didn't like it when you was chained up and seen this white man over there screwing your wife. Do I need to say any more? Run to the white man with this conversation the way y'all come to black women. I never see these black men go toe-to-toe with white men. Y'all ever notice that? Wonder why. See, they got strength when they get to come against somebody, a woman. Like these transgenders, I'm going to say it on every video. Transgenders want to get in there and play the feminine sports. Why don't you get your ass beat up by some of these big men? We don't have the same stamina. Why don't you go and why don't you battle with some of these white men? Why don't y'all go toe-to-toe with the white people? Because y'all think the white people are the only ones that get you to the top. O'Shea Jackson said it best. Oh, Serena Williams. She go and marry a white man because she need clout. She had that clout before she got with him. He might have needed the clout. She don't. They know her in every country. Oh, nobody knows her. She's a $5 woman. We don't need to have shackles and chains on us just because we're in a marriage. And if you think you're going to put shackles and chains on me and a noose around my neck and hold me hostage by babysitting and keeping kids, hold me hostage by being there for you when your ass not there for me, hold me hostage by cooking and cleaning and slaving and stuff like that, you got me effed up because when you had to do it through the white man, you didn't like it. So why do you want to hold me down like I'm enslaved in my own house? I'm passing you. I told y'all this conversation was boring. Y'all got 1 more minute.
Especially for a 10-year used vehicle.
One thing that I've noticed, and I don't think men have noticed it, there are so many men that come for me right now. And I be so discouraged and appreciative that men come for me and they teeth not right. Breath bad, pot bellies, looking like big pigs, age horribly, and definitely probably ain't even good in bed. I get so discouraged and disgusted by this type of treatment and behavior. Yeah, this conversation's so boring. I'm playing with my nails. Yeah, they broke. They ain't break, but I cut them all low today. Brought y'all a different color green. I bought y'all color green because I didn't think I was going to be going on this green conversation. This conversation just as dull and green as I could hope for it to be. This man got 100,000 damn viewers. He got 100 viewers because he used Kevin Samuels and Steve Harvey's name. Dating advice. This ain't no dating advice. This life. This is not advice. This is life that women should have already known. Just because she got up there and made an ass out of herself asking a silly, dumbass question, that doesn't make it advice. And I don't see what Kevin didn't sugarcoat. He used so many analogies. I'm going to be honest with you. I almost put a bus. I said, Lord, is he talking about a bus and a bike? Or is he talking about a bus and CVS? I couldn't put it together, so I came up with my own connotations of this. That's why I'm going to move this along too. If I hear a point, I'll come back to y'all.
If you want to go fishing.
Right here. If I want to go fishing, I'm going to get me some bait. And I'm going to get me a pole. And I'm going to either go to freshwater or saltwater. We're moving on.
If you want to kill chickens,
I don't want to hear about killing chickens because chickens, they're meant to be killed because that's what people eat. They already say black people love chicken. Why are we using that? I'm moving on again.
You get to decide what you are.
And that's what I want my women to understand. You get to decide what you are, who you are, where you are, and why you're there. You decide who you are. You don't get to decide that. You do decide that. Stop letting these men come in. Stop letting these men mistreat you. Stop letting these men dictate and down you, downgrade you, and take your mind away from you. One thing that they can't never take, and you got 3 things, lady. You got a mind, a mouth, and you got that good cool cat down there. If you ain't letting nobody drill it, too bad. Stop letting them run up in you, and you will notice how much clout you really got. I don't even want to hear the rest of it. The reason why I don't want to hear the rest of it because it makes no sense to me. I just don't want to hear it. I'm sure you all understand exactly where I'm getting at. Women, you got the power. You got the power to control a lot of stuff. Again, you got 3 things going for you. Which one of them are you going to use? Or you're going to continue because you need any man in your life. You're going to let them continue to screw you and then turn around and talk about you on social media, or screw you and turn around and talk about you in their male group. And what I don't understand, men got a male code and women don't. They got a bro code. Women don't got a code because they need a man.
Stop allowing men to do it their way.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop allowing men to do it their way. They're only going to do what you allow them to do. It doesn't matter what no one says. You're allowing them to do what they want to do. I'm going to end this by listening to Kevin's ending. And then I need to Move my cell phone in the middle. Right there. And I'm going to let Kevin finish. And we're going to wrap this up.
Notice that's all he gave you was your standard for JJ. And with that, you're supposed to become an elephant? A $50,000 prize? Sorry. Bottom line is this. I was given the rabbit and the rabbit thing. You can feel like you can be a rabbit and feel like you're a lion. And that works as long as you're in a rabbit hole. When you go out into the world, even a small mid-sized dog will look at you. Sexual revolution. It's an open market. And you have far too many women in their 30s, 40s, and 50s who in times past would have been out there, already married somebody's mother and gone, but still not out here trying to date. That woman said, you know, being put on layaway, and then she was dating and going out of here. Why didn't he ask her, where's your dad at? Why didn't ask, why ain't you already married? Why is it taking so long?
And so, you know what's so funny about this to me? When I hear people say stuff like that, oh, why you ain't married yet? You're a woman. Why you don't have kids yet? You're a woman. I want to know, Kevin, why weren't you married? Let me Google to see if Kevin was married. Child, why weren't you married? Why didn't you have a real sustainable relationship where people can judge you and say, you know what, this man is leading by example. He's leading by example. He's showing us that he loves a woman that cheat. That's why he's still with us, with her. Why didn't he lead by example and show him, see, man, this the women that I trained, a submissive one like I got y'all. Why didn't he lead by example in that way other than taking everybody's relationship and judging it? Why didn't he lead by example by letting us look at his relationship to see whether or not your relationship is fitting the build of your conversation? Are you just talking loud, saying something that the dummy's listening to but not hearing? Because these same men getting on social media and they liking you, they commenting on you, but I guarantee you their wives and girlfriends don't know they on there. They ussy whoop by you, they ussy whoop by the women, and then they become submissive to a man. We got a problem here. Men, who y'all gonna follow? Beat me up, I don't give a damn. You can beat me to a pope, I don't care. When you blessed and highly favored, honey, and you done found peace, none of that hurts you. I'm just confused that when Kevin made the statement about, you know, women, but JJ isn't a weapon. Let us all pull together and shut the shop down. I want to see how many of y'all be jacking X then. Or you go to a transgender and get it in the other hole where he got the poop out of. This is your girl, Queen Dee Dee. Where Dee Dee said it. Like, share, comment, subscribe. If you don't do anything else, I say get to know me. I'm dropping the mic.